Hey, how you guys doing? Hopefully, a lot of you guys doing pretty good. But like for some of you who aren't doing too well, keep you guys heads up. Y'all be okay. It'll pass. It'll be good. Episode 3. Today, we got a video from Wisdom Forge, 9 ways to destroy your enemy, to start us off. Very insightful. Then, Vox Stoica gives us a video, the 24 principles, what did I write here? Of the Book of Five Rings. Now, I remember this video. Miyamoto Musashi, I really resonate with him. And I want you guys to also try to get a deeper insight in everything he's trying to give. I'm currently trying to finish reading the Book of Five Rings, but what he wrote and what I would listen to from his video, he really did summarize it very well, and you guys should take a listen. Now, it's 2 parts. I put the first part in there, and later towards, was it in the same, I think it was in a second one, not this playlist, but in a second playlist, I put in the next one. I'll have to double check later, but you guys, you'll find out eventually. Anyways, after that, because I'll give you a lot of food for thought. On a more serious matter, I made this music block dedicated to this one individual. I didn't know him well enough to say he was my friend, but we were acquaintances, and at my work, he was a really solid guy. And I didn't know him, made a lot of interactions with him, but he was a solid dude from the most part. I knew him, showed up to work, did his time, kept to himself, never made problems with nobody. And that was about a few months ago. Then he left. His mom worked at the same facility where we did, and I don't know how else to say it, but he died out here in the Chicagoland area. All I heard from the grapevine is that someone said that somebody got him. Now, that could be interpreted many ways, but it's terrible. Terrible thing. Young guy. I don't even think he was 21 yet. Such a young guy. And it's terrible. It's really terrible. And this is why it's so important for me to make sure I throw these videos out there, so you guys don't get stuck, your head stuck in this muck where you guys don't feel you guys can get out of it, and you guys don't understand what you're feeling, and you just are having all these built up emotions. You guys don't understand yourselves, and that just leads to crazy violence and just regretful action. You guys need to understand yourselves, because a lot of times, a lot of the emotions you're feeling and you bottle them up, you end up projecting them to other people. And a lot of these young individuals here in the Chicagoland area, they do that. And they just ends up projecting, and they just don't. It's terrible. So that music block's dedicated to him. His name was Jeff. So Jeff, may you rest in peace. Next, I got a video from a Jocko podcast again. Work hard and be useful. Very insightful, very strong. I like listening to him. After that, because I believe that's like an hour or 2 long, I got us another music block. Kali Lifestyle, Lost. And it's the next one is Rage, but it's an instrumental, so it's not the actual song, it's the instrumental. I like throwing those in there because it helps give me a mentality to kind of go with, something to kind of clear my head and start working with. After that, a song from Quinn NFW, and then Dope Smoker. After that, I got a video from Little Bit Better, and she's going over the video of how to influence, or how to make friends and influence people. I actually read that book. Real good book. You guys should, I recommend it. You guys ought to take a listen to it. But she goes over it, all the points, and it explains them briefly. You should still read the book, but if you want to just get a sneak peek of what's to come, there you go. Then Linval Williams, solid dude. Video on Focused on Success. I like the mentality that he brings. A lot of the points in the videos he makes, he understands. Older guy, but he definitely understands how you need to work towards making success. You know, we live in the land of opportunity, but this isn't given to you. You got to work for it. I know in my job, we work 10-hour shifts. It's longer than the typical 8 hours, but the job ain't that hard. It's more of a mental battle. And so many young guys, they just want to leave. Today, this one guy, I'm not going to say his name, but he's telling me, all joking, coming by, saying he's out of here. 2 hours left in his shift. I'm like, why? Where you got to go? I don't want to. I don't want to. I just got to go. I'm going to use PTO, so it doesn't matter. I'm like, you know, you don't get PTO all the time. Right now we're accruing it, but it's going to stop at one point. And then you're not going to gain any for the rest of the year. He's like, yeah, but I just don't feel like being here. And this same guy out here goes and chases this girl. It tries talking to her, and she rejects him. She doesn't want him. And then he self-loathes and why, oh, nothing ever works out for me, nothing ever happens. And then I bring that up to him, like, dude, don't you always leave? Let me ask you this: you think a girl is gonna want you when you always leave? Because what you're showing is that you don't bring anything of value to the table in a relationship. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about security. If a guy can't even withstand a 10-hour shift for no reason, just because, like, there's no emergency, he doesn't have to leave, he just doesn't want to stay there. If you can't even overcome that mental battle, why would she want you? You're not a hardworking dude. You don't do the hard things, but yet you want all the rewards. And my job, there's a lot of women here, hardworking women. A lot of them have unfortunate circumstances, so they're really having to stay here, but a lot of them work hard. They really do work hard, and they talk to me. I hear them. They don't want a lazy guy, a guy who can't stay here in their whole shift for no reason. They want security. A lot of times, guys, I'm gonna tell you that if you guys can just bring to the table security, not just physical security, a little financial security, especially if the woman, a lot of days women got jobs too, they work too. So just putting in money into the table and bringing that security in a relationship builds a lot of trust, and the relationship grows. But you guys gotta do the time. You guys gotta do the hard things. Moving on. A video from Solaris, The Way of the Superior Man. Solid video. Take a look. Then, here's Vox Stoica again. The 24 Principles Part 2. Where Miyamoto Musashi talks about the void. I personally have a lot of insight, or in my own personal insight, on what I feel the void means, but it's not that time for me to speak on it. It's not my time. It's not that time yet. Next, we got a video from Larry Larton, his first day in prison. Now, I'm gonna throw this in here because when I was in a hard spot, when I had to work a lot of hours, throwing trucks, terrible, most manual labor job in my whole facility, and get hounded by managers and just have to do 60 hours every week, that was mentally just drawing. And I was just thinking to myself, why even try? Like, why continue? I don't want to. And I feel trapped in my own circumstances of my life. And to be honest, it made me think because I was struggling financially, that I had to thought of like quicker ways to make money, and not always the most moral ones. But I remember thinking, how would I survive this? Throughout a 10-hour day, how do I survive the mental battle here? So I remember this video popped up in my feed with Larry Larton and his channel. And a big thing you guys should understand is the mental battle some inmates have to go through. Getting a 10-year sentence, like, it's not the end of your life, but like 10 years? That's a dime. That's not nothing. That's a whole 10 years of your life. If you're 20, you'll come out at 30. I mean, some people will still say you're pretty young at 30, but still, you gotta do that time. How do you survive the mental battle there? So he speaks a lot about that and the conditions in there. Listening to him definitely helped put insight in my head and kind of keep me away from that. So I thank him for making those videos. It's very insightful. And also, a lot of you guys, I kind of encourage you guys. I'll probably put some more if I find them again, but I'll put some more videos of just some of the mental battles of the prison. First thing I'll tell you guys, routine. You guys not happy, not doing too good, get a routine, a solid routine, where you include some meditation, some mental clarity, then physicalness. Do some every morning now before I go to work. 30 push-ups, pump them out. It's not hard, it takes less than 2 minutes. But a lot of guys won't do those 2 minutes. From there, some more random videos from Charlie, Penguin Zero, Moist Critical, you know. Then I can't say that. The channel is Enzo Ganger. I'm probably butchering that. But he makes a video about Miyamoto Musashi, The Path of the Loner. Something you guys ought to take a look at. Then a video from Dry Creek Wrangler. And some ambience music for you guys to just take in everything. If you guys feel like a video kind of made you a lot of questions for thought, a lot for you to think about, watch an ambience music video. Listen to them. Listen to ambience. It'll help you focus on those thoughts and forget about whatever is externally around you. And you'll be able to unpack so much baggage in your head. Reflect. When you guys find those moments when you're listening to a playlist that like, dang, I need to sit in that for a little bit. Put on ambiance music. I put recommendations on here, but you guys should kind of see what you find. There's a lot of them out there. And you guys ought to just sit in that thought and unbag it. That's what a lot of my playlists are for. I love making that. I love making my playlists because they helped me unpack a lot of the baggage in my own head. And I hope you guys find that same clarity within that. Well, that's another video. That's another playlist. Like always, thank you for listening, guys. Keep your heads up. Please.